What's up, boys? Back with another video. Just going to do a little update on the CD collection. I got like 8 or 10 CDs. Most of them are Metalcore or Deathcore, and then I got 2 random CDs that I'm just going to throw in just for the hell of it. But the first one we have up is AHFW Quietus Chimerical Reality, which came out in 2019. This is when they had their other vocalist. I forgot what his name is. But this is their first EP back since Providence, which is one of the best deathcore EP albums of all time. So yeah, I got this from, what was it, Indie Merch. I got a bunch of CDs in this same haul at the same time. But we got their newest album, which is Quietus, from them as well. This came out, what, 2021? Really decent album. It had the vocalist from, what would you call it? The vocalist from Crown Magnetar, which I can't think of his name right now, Dan Tucker. So yeah, bought these at the same time because I wanted to just get them knocked out and get them out of the way, because I wanted to complete the collection. Even though I am missing Domain on physical CD, I do have the vinyl, but I don't have the CD. So yeah, that's the second one. And AHFW Quietus. Speaking of Crown Magnetar, we have their Alone in Death Digipack, which I gotta take out the plastic so you guys can see it. But I really love Digipacks. I also got this from Indie Merch. This is one of my favorite albums of last year. And I just really love the Digipack itself. Because they're a lot better than jewel cases in my opinion. They just give like the artwork a better look. Kind of like a nice book or something. So yeah. Really enjoyed this EP. Definitely one of my favorite releases in the past few years, and they are working on a new album. I would say my favorite song on the album is Grave Rot and then Hellsphere, but I really like the entire album, or the entire EP. Really quality deathcore, fast, guitar tone is fire. I've seen them live twice, and they definitely do not disappoint. This is Awaken Providence with their album that came out, Eternity. Listened to this in the car. I probably had it in the car for about 2 weeks just listening to it because I really enjoyed it. It has like some symphonic like cleans in it, which I didn't really love or anything, but they kind of grew on me. But definitely when it comes to black and deathcore, they're one of the most slept on bands, because everybody, you know, is like dick riding Lorna Shore. So, but yeah, definitely an absolute fire album, and this does complete the discography for me because I do have all their other albums as well. Except for like the very early stuff. I have everything up from the Duke EP. This is a band from my home state, Indiana. If you guys don't know Aegaeon, they're really unique when it comes to the deathcore genre. They're like a really atmospheric, kind of melodic deathcore band, and the vocalist does just like basically all lows. This is their Exponential Transient, or Transcendence, sorry. But I got this off their big cartel. They had a sale for like all their CDs, minus one of them, which I already have. It was like $17 for all 3 of them, so I grabbed them all just because I wanted to complete the discography as well. But yeah, definitely one of the best things that come out of Indiana when it comes to deathcore. So we got this one. This one I believe is from like '09 or something. Let's see. Doesn't show it, but I'll just end up putting that up there. But yeah, really fire EP. And obviously that was the first thing. And then I do have the Being EP, which is over there, but not part of the haul. Then we have Aegaeon Dissension, which is a digipack. This is probably, I would say, my favorite overall. I'll say my favorite tracks on here obviously is Reshaping the Multiverse, Perception 2, and then Dimensions of Reality. But yeah, nothing too crazy, just a nice little digipack. So really enjoyed them. So I wanted to, like I said, just go ahead and knock the discography out because it was only 17 bucks for all the CDs. So I might end up actually buying another set of them just so I can have 2 copies of each or whatever, just for the hell of it. And then we have their newest one that came out. I believe this came out in like 2020, but this is their Age album, which is absolutely fire. I really enjoy their digipack because of the, just like I said, the look of the artwork. Gives it a really nice look compared to a jewel case. I believe this is a 3-panel. There we go, make her straight. But yeah, it's a 3-panel digipack, so really enjoyed this. When it comes to favorite tracks on this one, I would say probably Life and Age are probably my 2 favorite tracks, and Ruination. But the entire album is really dope. If you like really atmospheric, like heavy deathcore with a lot of melodies, definitely check them out. Alright, we have 2 more metal CDs, and then we have 2 other CDs that aren't metal. But we have Sold Soul. I hope we make it out of this alive. This was their last, like the last hoorah that they did before they decided to disband. I bought this just because I did like their other stuff, but I never really got into them too much, so I wanted to go ahead and get this and check them out. And it's a pretty decent album. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Really like the artwork as well. And it's just a really nice album. There's actually a track on here with, let's see, Cathedral of Dracula, which has Twisted Insane on it. If you guys don't listen to rap music, he's like a really fast rapper. So when I was listening to that in the car and it came on, he started rapping real fast. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, is that Twisted Insane? And it actually was. So that was really actually sick. For Whom the Banshee Cries, that was the first track I heard from them. Actually, I think there was another song that I heard with CJ McQuarrie featuring on it. But the Banshee Cries song was pretty fire. And then track number 11, A Voyage Through River Styx with my boy Nico. If you guys don't know Nico, he is from, I still have to get his other album, but he's from Until We Die. And I kind of met him when he first started that project, so I kind of helped him at the beginning. And kind of helped him start out, I guess, when it comes to like getting his music out there, because that's when I used to run Epic Breakdowns. But yeah, pretty decent album. That was also a 2022 release. And then this is also another 22 release, The Sorrow We Sow, The Hatred We Know by Suffer, out of the UK. They had a first press, and the first press got sold out, so they ended up pressing another pressing. And as you can see, the case is kind of broken. It's also broken on the back, so I got to change out the jewel case. But this is definitely a super fire album. The guitar tone is absolutely monstrous and perfect. The vocalist has really nice layering of his vocals. I'd say probably my favorite tracks on here is definitely Rest in Hell, The Narrow, featuring Josh of Monasteries, and Tide of Misery. But the entire album is just fire. Like, the guitar tone is perfect. Obviously the album art is crazy. My friend said it kind of looks like a like a brutal death metal album cover, which I can kind of see that. But yeah, definitely glad I picked this up. So that's the boys Suffer out of the UK. Definitely check them out. Alright, then we just got 2 random CDs. I don't remember if I put this one on my last one, but this is I Want to Die in New Orleans from Suicide Boys. Like I said, because I grew up around rap, so I really like Suicide Boys. This is the last stuff I've heard from them. I haven't really checked out anything new. But I found this on Discogs for like 12 bucks. So I was like, yeah, I definitely gotta have that. So pretty fire album. When it comes to favorite tracks on this one, definitely 122 Days, King Tulip, Carrollton, and then I would say, yeah, I'd say probably just King Tulip and 122 Days are my favorite tracks on the album. So just kind of wanted to throw that in. I guess I'll put it up for you. Basically just like a 2-panel digipack. I'm pretty sure this is like the only CD that they pressed so far, but I'm not really sure. I'd really like to get a Bones album, but I highly doubt he's ever going to press any CDs, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. Then we just got this last one, which is nothing to do with metal or anything, but this is Tash Sultana, I guess that's how you say her name, Tash Sultana, Notion EP. This is like more of like alternative music or whatever. But she's really great. I found her like on a YouTube video, like randomly popped up, and it was her singing the Notion song on like a street, like she was doing busking or whatever you would call it. So if you guys like really melodic like singing stuff, definitely check this out. But this is just a she's from Australia as well. This is just a like a 2-panel digipack, like a little sleeve deal. But favorite track on this one is definitely Notion, and then I would say Gemini and Jungle are pretty close. But just wanted to throw that in here. I'll probably do one of these, I would say, at the end of March. Just of every time I get like 8 or 10 CDs, because there are some older stuff I want to get in the collection that I don't have, and obviously new stuff I try to get here and there. But now since I have a daily with actual with an actual CD player in it, I can listen to all the music after I buy the CDs. So that's the main reason I stopped collecting CDs, because I didn't have a daily with a CD player, and I just kind of went on to do other things. But kind of getting back into it now. So alright, so before I upload this video, I just got these in the mail, but we got Suffokate, No Mercy, No Forgiveness. Found it from a seller on Discogs. The CD's not in there right now because it's currently in the daily, but here's the case. It's from Media Scare, and I've definitely wanted this album for a while, just never got around to getting it, and I found it for a decent price, I guess. It was about 30 bucks for each one of these, so but yeah, I just randomly looked on eBay and found one for $60. I was like, hey, let me just check Discogs, and then there was ones for like 33 bucks a piece from the same seller, so I got them both. But as far as favorite tracks from this one, I would say Not the Fallen, of course, Constant Urge to Kill, and Force Fed, but the entire album is good. So this is obviously their first album with Ricky on it, before they put out the next album, which is Return to Despair, which is definitely one of my favorite albums, mostly because it's deathcore, but it has a lot of has like a lot of melody, and shit infused into it, and like some band chants and everything like that. Same thing, the CD is in the car, but definitely a fire album. I would say favorite tracks on this one is definitely Let the Water Rise. That's probably my top favorite track. Vanishing is one of my favorite instrumentals. Definitely check that one out. The Hole Beneath is fire. And yeah, Return to Despair is also a fire track. But just wanted to throw these in so I'd have to throw them into another video, you know, like a month down the line or whatever, if I don't break it. But yeah, definitely 2 things that I've really wanted for a while, and just randomly thought about them, and then went ahead and bought it. So definitely stoked to have these. I do have the first Oakland album as well, but that's also in the car. So just wanted to throw these in here before I end the video. That's the little update haul. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys collect CDs, let me know. Check down below. You can check my Discogs so you can see my entire collection. of all the albums that I have in there. So anyways guys, thanks for watching the video, and peace. There we go. Peace.